few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This forward for about 3 at second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a big 6 for a Panther touchdown. It was third down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They came on the field.
They're going to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On second down now. It's Cook, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Cousins from the gun on third. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, nice move. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a 1st down.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Second down and goal. Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Cousins. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, here we go. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage. And it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable. From the 27, Cousins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Joseph now to have the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Panthers 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how...
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Oh, able to avoid him. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Working from the gun, Lance. Being chased out left. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Now a give right side. It's Mitchell. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a give right side. It's Mitchell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Mike 52, Mike 52. And it's getting it hard.
Lance looking to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. First down, here's the run with Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Play action now. Cousins. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Next score, Vikings 21, Panthers 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Trying to shake off the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance, he'll fire it deep for Rager, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Cousins on 1st down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And able able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Lance. He'll fire it deep for Rager. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On play action, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Minnesota. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 3rd and goal for Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Joseph's got it. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. And now the rookie's free. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Carolina. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 27, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Cook.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Lance now on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Second and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. They gonna need some therapy after this.
From the gun, it's Lance. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
91 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Pushes him aside at the 45. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Play fake. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the carry, it's Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point safely through, and that will make this a 4-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 38, Lance checks this down to Hubbard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And Lance now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 144 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, build their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into point. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to